Michelangelo's 16th century painting, The Entombment, shows Jesus Christ's body being carried to his tomb. He's surrounded by other biblical figures such as St. John and Mary Magdalene. Why is there a large blank silhouette on the right-hand side?
That's the Holy Ghost.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you have to leave room for Jesus. Oh, I guess Jesus is already there. Anyway. Michelangelo's 16th century painting, The Entombment, shows Jesus Christ's body being carried to his tomb. He is surrounded by other biblical figures such as St. John and Mary Magdalene. Why is there a large blank silhouette on the right-hand side? Anyone here a member of the Jesus fandom and know the lore? Because I sure don't.
I'm not a member of the fandom, but I think I've seen some stuff on AO3.
Oh my God.
Yeah, you guys don't go to the conventions? They have them every week.
Before we get like a papal bulletin issued against us, I'm going to go with there was a mistake. It is the 16th century equivalent of Tipex. There was just someone in the painting who wasn't supposed to be there and he just got painted over.
Or like when someone's got a Starbucks cup in a period drama by accident.
Yeah, just paint it out. It's fine.
Not really.
Okay.
Was there somebody there who they didn't know what this person looked like, or they didn't want to make an image? I don't know. You know how some people don't want to make iconography of religious figures for respect reasons.
There was supposed to be another person there.
Oh, somebody didn't show up. Someone didn't show up to the burial.
Showing up late.
Judas didn't show up because he betrayed Jesus.
Showing up late with a period unconventional Starbucks cup.
But if it was someone who wasn't meant to be there in the painting, you just wouldn't paint them in.
Which is why I was thinking, is it censorship? Was that large blank silhouette there in the original version of the painting? Has someone come along and tried to correct the history of that artwork?
Oh, like the Jesus painting that got fixed by that person, the monkey Jesus photo.
Yeah. Was it a woman? People like writing women out of history.
That's true.
Incidentally, yes, but I don't think it was done intentionally. I mean, you never know. He could just be making an excuse.
Wow, so it was a woman that got painted over. Mary the mother, because you talked about Mary Magdalene, but that's a different lady from Mary the mother of Christ, right?
Yeah, Mary the mother of Christ is not in the picture.
Mary. So is it Mary that's been painted out?
Jesus' wife?
Does Jesus have a wife?
You know how there's theories of Jesus having a wife?
Well, he was just some bloke, so that makes sense.
So we have this painting. We're missing a section of the painting. And we know there's a figure that's supposed to be there. It's probably a woman. Jesus' mother is not in the picture.
So Jesus was in his mid-30s when he died?
Wait. How exactly was the question phrased? Is this painted over or is it literally missing? Is it literally been cut out somehow?
Oh, there is a large blank silhouette on the right-hand side. It's blank.
Because I was thinking it had somehow been cut out and used in like some other religious collage somewhere in history.
Was he going to paint it in later, but the what's it? You know, like life drawing where you get someone standing in there as a reference. Was the reference to that person never turned up and then Michelangelo died before he finished it or something stupid like that?
That's not far from the truth. He was intending to paint this in later, but it wasn't because of a missing model, I should say.
Was it like, okay, hey everybody, Jesus has died and here he is, we're carrying to the burial site, and in a couple years, and then we're all gonna, see this blank part where Jesus isn't, where he should be, but he's not there because he's dead, and then in a while, we're gonna celebrate Easter and I'll paint Jesus in because he came back to life.
Ooh.
Not quite as close.
Did someone nick the painting before he'd finished it?
Was it meant to be like an image of his patron? Or his patron's wife, or something like that, and then the patron never turned up for to get painted in? Because I think that was a thing in older art, that like people in the background or certain faces would be the artist's patron.
I'm now trying to work out what Jesus Christ would be posting on his Patreon.
Hey guys, watch me turn 5 loaves of bread into like 5,000.
Behind the scenes.
That's a Mr. Beast video.
If you subscribe at the second tier, I'll send you one of the loaves.
I'm thinking of Michelangelo having a Patreon now. Like, which is basically like, it's a different thing, but like getting painted into the art is kind of a tier on Patreon.
You know, you can order that. I heard recently you can order yourself an oil painting in that kind of Renaissance style. There's like a town in China, I think, because China tends to organize itself by industry, and I think there's a whole industry of people who are artists, and you can just email them a photo of you, and they'll send back a oil painting of you on a horse.
Sometimes, if you're lucky, you're related to someone who does that, but with guinea pigs.
Oh, yes. The wall behind you is literally oil paintings of guinea pigs in Renaissance costumes. We talked about this before. Also, thank you to David, the producer. Dafan Oil Painting Village in Shenzhen, China is known as the world's art factory.
Okay, so aside from the fact that guinea pigs were introduced as domesticated pets as a novel domesticated pet in Europe in the 16th century, so this could be possible. That is sadly not the answer. And neither is the patron answer. It is a figure from biblical lore.
I think we've got to take a clue, Bernadette.
Okay. Well, I guess we kind of did this, but we should decide for sure on this. Who the prominent figure is, who should be included in this scene.
Mary.
Yeah. Mary is not in the picture, but she probably should be.
All right. So Michelangelo was probably intending to paint Mary in later?
Yes.
Huh.
But why didn't he?
Michelangelo, I've got it.
If this is a Ninja Turtles joke, I swear.
Was it because the pizza delivery guy
There we go.
And he was distracted as he was about to paint her in. You know me too well.
So what is necessary about depicting Mary?
Oh, don't they sometimes put that halo or something? I don't know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, she has very specific imagery about her.
Does she wear a shawl like over her head?
Yeah, what's special about this shawl?
I don't know. I haven't seen her. I don't know that lady.
Or her clothes in general.
A bit white and blue? Had he run out of those colours?
Yes.
Oh.
Actually, that is... Why would he run out of blue?
Pigments are just difficult back then. Like, it's not like you go down the art shop. Pigments had to be mined and created. And if there was some disruption to like the 16th century equivalent of a supply chain, there might just not be any blue for paintings.
Exactly, yeah. Michelangelo wanted to include the Virgin Mary in the painting and left a space for her. However, her blue cloak would have required the ultramarine pigment, which at the time was made from crushed lapis lazuli gemstones, which was very expensive and difficult to obtain.
So is there just a bare piece of canvas then in that part, or whatever material is painting?
It kind of looks like someone just tore the painting away, but I think it is blank. But what is curious is there is like a tiny patch of blue sky up in the corner. So I guess maybe he had a little bit of blue.
Is that the equivalent of when you're writing with a biro and the inks run out, but with paint?
Yeah, I guess so. Or he wanted a very specific shade of blue for the cloak that isn't like sky-adjacent blue.
What's more important, a little piece of sky in the background or this Jesus guy's mom?
Yeah, why don't you just make it a stormy day?
I think the mom. Make her really small. I don't know.
Oh, little tiny stick figure, Mary.
The Lateral book is out now. Just click on the link to get your copy.